demonstrate just a little bit. At the same time, give myself some data points on what GPUwatch is. I recently just went to the webpage for it. It explained, as you can see on the screen in the top left and top right, I've actually enabled it. So it tells you as you're using the app what its usage is of CPU and GPU. You can see a running percent in the top left, top right corner on a graph. And it's harder to see depending on the background. Top left is telling me what the frames per second are. So I'm going to go back to settings and make sure that I have 120 frames per second refresh rate set. So let's try frames per second. Let's try hertz. Refresh rate. Oh, I can show the refresh rate. So right now, refresh rate is a solid 60. And I want it set to 120. This game was pretty intensive. But yeah, it's not going above 60, so I don't have the settings set right. But you can see the percent. This game is, definitely using the hell out of the processor and the CPU. But at the same time, let me switch apps, go back here. I just have to find the refresh rate setting. It's probably going to be under, let's see here. Display, it's going to be like a adaptive brightness, motion smoothness, high. Oh, not supported. I'm in power save mode. Let's turn that off. Let's burn through some juice. So let's turn that off. Alright. Because that's going to change everything. So, high, refresh rate in the top left. And it still says 60. I wonder why it still says 60. Let's go back to my game. The game also gives the frames per second in the bottom left corner. Alright, so let me try this. From the bottom left it says I'm running at 53. If I go to settings, graphics, everything is for the most part on the highest settings. And it's telling me 60 frames, so it's still locked. So let's try to just restart the game and see how the game... And actually, if I remember right, game launcher was on. See, and on top of that, GPUwatch is right here. So once I turn that setting on, I can just turn it off without going back in the settings. I can hide the widgets, unlock the widgets, and move them around. Let me move the widget around a little bit, put somewhere a little bit more out of the way for what I'm trying to do. And I'll go back here. GPUwatch. Let me lock the widget again. Alright. So the game launcher, Chimeraland. So what do I have to close? Let me try this. Because there's no reason. I know I've had it over 60. I've had it a stable 120 before. So let me just go ahead and battery device, memory. Just kill all the memory things. Clean room. Hope it still records. It still is. Hey, look at that. Maybe I have to do a restart. Holy crap. Let's go back to game launcher. More settings. Dark mode on play videos using mobile data. Permissions. Data, it's all on. So why is it not going above? Go back to settings. Let's go back to display. Did I pass it? I must have passed it.
All right. The first hour
Block screen. Well, there it is.
is all little kids. Little cutie pies.
Let's try turning it off and on again as the text standard goes. Apply.
The first kid that showed up to the door. He was dressed like
Apply.
a fireman, right?
Let's go back to developer options and let's go turn on and off the frame rates.
This adorable little kid reaches in,
Global TPU refresh rate. Turn that off.
I'm like, no, you get to keep it. You get to keep it. Fucking adorable as hell, right? And then he turns around and goes to
yeah, well, that's weird. Okay, well, game. Go back here. Open the game. I guess we're just locked at 60 for some reason. I've had the game tell me I'm over 60 at full everything. And that's why I'm kind of doing this, is a test to see how it performs, and go be able to look back and look at the CPU and GPU loads. And I might never even actually put this online. Make sure I'm on my right character. Okay. So CPUs mostly utilize CPUs like near max now. I'm not in game yet. So API is OpenGL. For resolution is high. Current average frame per second, it's saying 46. Let's see what the game says. It's telling me 27. The current average is saying 46. I don't see a graph on that one. It's just staying at 46. No, but the game is reflecting. So it's a weird thing in this game. If I just go to the graphics, turn them back down to ultra, turn them back in custom, and hide everything, it seems to like, yeah, look at those frames. They just shot back up. So this is my guess, is that normally this is why a game would just have you restart when you change the refresh or change the settings like this. You can see all the settings are unmaxed. And I'm just kind of curious. I mean, the resolution's high. I'm trying to think that something might be pretty. Fast travel, teleport to main city. This is where people will be. See how much that frame goes down. So somebody's telling me the game actually processes everything and streams it to you, but because there's underground stuff like where I just was, that it's loading everything underground everywhere all the time. That to some degree the game is streaming what you see. GPU's at like 100%. Frames are 40-ish. That's without other people around. Let's see how much it drops. GPU, CPU, they're pretty much maxed non-stop. But it's smooth, it's pretty. I wish it was 120 Hz. I think a restart will probably fix it. But, alright, just quick demonstration. I'm going to play with it a bit. This way I can at least go back and try going somewhere where there's definitely... Where's... Somewhere I can go where there's people at. There's not really a place where I can go except there's a lot of enemies maybe. But this is the Samsung Tab 8 Plus, not the Ultra, which is just bigger. They all have the same CPU and GPU. I've been happy with the performance, but it has a keyboard bug. That keyboard bug is... Oh, there goes the frame. Dips down to 20, 30. I'm staying at 30. Alright. Like I said, it usually runs a stable 60. So as I said, if I just go back to graphics, toggle it to ultra, confirm, and then back, something in the way it's doing things, it usually jumps up higher, which is so backwards, raising settings in a But yeah, it looks like it's staying around 30, maybe up to 40. In the top right hand corner, CPU is not utilized. GPU is maxed though. This game is definitely pushing the hardware all the way. What do we call?
Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Barr. It's time for the Thursday afternoon just before.
I'm just gonna do like a fight with something real quick and just see if there's increase or decrease in performance, where those increases and decreases are during the fight. That's an illustrious. I can't fight that. That's not an illustrious. I can fight that, whatever that is. So this is also kind of like a demonstration. I'm gonna put this video. I think I will put this video up and let PC players like compare how it plays on mobile and how it uses, you know, some of the newer hardware. To the best of my knowledge, there's not really a better tablet out there than this, unless it just goes a bigger screen. And I don't even think the resolution's higher. I think it's just like a bigger surface area. So it's more for an artist, or, you know, like a small TV. It's so big. But yeah, the frame rate's up there, 50, 60. Now it's steady 60. So we're at the cap that for some reason can't raise. But you can see that's where I'm trying to go. I mean, the game's pretty even at 60 hertz. Maxed out settings, like it says in the top left, resolution's 2230 by 1395. I think that's higher than just HD. It's not quite full phase. I've seen this streamed in 4K from the PC, and it looks so much better. It really does. So obviously there's going to be some big differences. I'm going to fight whatever this is. Hopefully not die. My character's pretty high power. If there's anybody out there, Chimeraland will be in the title, and you can just kind of see what I'm doing. Alright, so somewhere in here is a beast. There it is. Got 4 seals. I think I made some seals earlier. Click. Remove this. There we got all the seals. So, for those of you that never played this game or just curious, you know, higher levels you have to actually like pop seals on enemies like this, and you have an attendant, you have a pet. Got a very Monster Hunter vibe, right? But you know, this is not an illustrious. This is not the hardest in the game. This is just what was the hardest in the game until recently. And there's still some little quirky things like after you pop a seal, for it to finish the display animation, you have to jump. So watch. I'll try using that seal without jumping, and it's going to give me an error saying that you can't. Oh wait, yeah, see, right? So I tried to just map it. Hotkey. Traveler is using a skill, right? Jump. Go back. And now I can hop. Yeah. So it's not a perfect game by far, but see if there's anybody chatting. So my pen and attendant are fighting, but this doesn't take damage, so you pop all the seals. If you've never played this game before, it's just popping 4 to 1. We'll do a 15% increase in damage. Because I'm still in it, I'm going to pop an attack. I'm going to see if I long press, it'll tell you what they do. This one increases defense. I'm going to pop this last seal. Hope I jumped. Nope. Yeah, I did. Okay. So, when I pop this, it's going to basically start attacking. And I think I'm going to try to catch this guy. So again, I won't be able to map this thing if I jump. It's just kind of a weird bug. And then I jump, go back here, actually put it back. Alright. Now I'm not using my good weapon because this isn't really that hard of a fight. I'm trying not to see it. Frame rate will around 30. This one, I don't know what it is. interesting game. I've got some better weapons, like this is a ranged weapon. It overheats as you use it. So now it's overheating. As it's cooling, I can pop that skill in and use it so that I'm not down. And after 2 times overheating, you'll have to reload. Just reloading. And now, this is a defensive skill. It hits me and I heal. Oops, that's nice to kind of nice. I'm clapping my skills. And then eat heal food. Which I have there. In the top left, you can see Abyssal Luna. That's my attendant. I have a serpent. They just added Lustrous to the game. So it's currently the highest it can be. And there's things you can get across money. You can pretty much unlock early if you spend enough. But it's not pay to win. It's not. This thing right here is not much stronger than it could have been before. I just haven't grinded like. PvP is a lot of people like to use it for because you can close distances, like I'm locked on it right now. I can back up, jump, and then dash towards it. And it closes that distance towards it. Alright, so I'll switch back to more of a range because my health is getting low. But I also kind of want to just make a kind of cool video that just shows what everybody can do. And maybe to get some hits and the players to game. The game's got a lot of depth. So much more than anything else I've played. And it's cross-play between PC, iPhone, and Android. But it's originally from, I believe, Japan or China. But they had a server called SEA that's been out for a few years. Basically, if you ask me, they just beta tested the game twice. So, right there, I had the Monster Hunter vibe. It's straight up feels like Monster Hunter in my way. Just not as dark souls, I think that was more MMO, and that's a good thing. I didn't like, I felt like, Monster Hunter was more like Dark Souls kind of fighting, rather than something fun, MMO where you can go in and get through and do things like that. Oops, I gotta get it now. Alright. Yeah. Switching back to range. One of the secrets a lot of people about this game don't realize is you gotta get their health as low as possible before you try to capture them. But every single thing in the game can be caught, turned into an egg. I could probably unlock this. Before I end the video, I'll just go through like things I got. Just pull them out. But so the game is free to play, right? But at the same time, it's a player-driven economy, so supply and demand. And if people are getting more desperate because people need less things, because the person like later in the game. At the same time, our server is getting stuff that like they've waited years for in NCA. Japanese and whatever it is serving. Alright, so I'm going to switch back to this and get closer and let check it so low that I can barely see the health, right? I'm going to try to capture it. It'll either be an egg or it'll be dead. switch to another weapon, and I call off my pets. So when I say low, I mean like, you see that health, you want to get like that's low. Now you can. And I did not get an egg, but if I got any lower in health, I'd be dead. But it gives you a temp. You can see my pets. Dragon horse. These are called, they're in my bloodline, but these are called evolution pets. They're special pets that you can like unlock in the game or straight up buy. Again, some of these, like this is not an evolution pet. This is just straight up a cool ass pet. And you can actually change. I made him so big you can't even see him on the screen, right? So, but I caught this guy and you can change each of his 3 heads. But the game is called Chimeraland, and this is the Chimera. So I changed its 3 heads. And I gave it a bone dragon head on its tail, a bone dragon head on one head, and it's called bone long. That's like a temp. So like, let's see if this guy's missing any lives. He is not. So one of the ways you get lives back. This is a cool thing for people who can ride that. So mounts are not just like a 1-person thing or a 2-person thing. This is dang long. This is what I was talking about. If you devour with a temp, you can get the characteristics of the temp. So I basically got a temp of this guy and fed it to the Chimera and gave him the head. Cool. What else is there? This is a newer, illustrious pet that they added. I named mine because he looks so much like Smog from Lord of the Rings. I mean, I've changed his color and stuff. He doesn't look like this normally. I can quickly go back and kind of like appearance. Where is skin? If I go back and I just change it to this, you can see that's what he looks like normally. To me, it looks very much like Smog from Lord of the Rings. I just made him smaller because he was taking up the whole damn screen. I'm not going to change his color, I just want to see. So yeah, this thing right here, it's called I don't know how to pronounce it, Neon. This is the thing I was just fighting. Like I said, I already had one. But you can sell them. That's part of the idea of the game, is you can go, there's an auction. If you see, I can go, that temp I just caught, there it is. I could sell that right now. But the economy is so over flooded with, this is now so easy, anybody and everybody just sells it. So it's not going to sell. If it does, I'm just lucky that somebody clicked mine instead of theirs, right? But player-driven economy, performance-wise, it seemed like it held pretty good. I'm going to do it again. We're 24 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video. I'll upload it on YouTube, and next time I make one, I'll make sure that it's over the 60 hertz. It's up to 120. See how it performs. But not bad for a mobile game. And like I said, it's cross-play, so other players in this right here, these people could be on iPhone, they could be on PC. And all it does is change some features, like this, I can swipe across this and choose a weapon by swipe. Whereas on PC, they can just press 1 to get 1 and 2 to get that. Same idea with the pet. I can call this one by swiping across and dismiss that one by swiping to it, right? Calling back. But unfortunately, the one thing that is it's not a deal breaker. I was really, really hoping that somewhere in this custom interface I could like set up keyboards, mouse, controller, something. And this is where it would be. And frankly, you can rename a config, but there is no controller type setting. So I have to find a third-party app to maybe get it done. But I've got a keyboard, and I've got a mouse, and I've got a controller, and a PS5 controller I could use. And it doesn't matter. It's not supported by the game. So Hopefully they add it soon. Over 25 minutes. Gonna upload now. Maybe I'll make a more poignant video next time. But performance-wise, it held pretty well considering. I mean, but it's also a $1,100 tablet, brand new. So I'm wondering how it holds up to a PC. It costs around the same. We'll see if anybody takes that challenge. But you have a good night, and thanks for watching. Bye.